Was in a car accident today. I leave from karate, and I take karate from Chesterfield, and I get on the airport road there, and we are going down. Don't even. It was just me. I'm going down airport road. You go through the stoplights. You get to the last one, and it goes up and over, and it gets on the highway. And then all of a sudden, this guy in a little van jumps out from way back, and he's just cruising. Right? He thinks he's going to get in front of me. I mean, and I let him go for a bit, and then I realized he's never going to make it, so I sped up. He catches me, but he only gets half of the car. By this point, I'm all the way over on the yellow comedian on this side, and he's still come across the white line, smashes my mirror, and then goes down the side of my van. So he catches me, but he can't get by me, and then he sideswipes me. So we get up here and pull over. He pulls over behind me, and he gets out, right, and he's walking behind the van because all the cars are going by here. You know what? I called police. Send me a cop. I yelled back, hey, boss. I called cops. So he's walking back and forth back there. And a little bit, he hits the back of the van. I look at him in the mirror, and he's like, cops be here in a minute. So I'm waiting. A little bit, he comes up on this side, and he's in the window over there. You know, we're talking in the window. I was like, cops will be here in a minute. And he's like, brother, cops will be here in a minute. When you hear the next statement, you'll know why. So he goes back there, and he paces back and forth. As soon as the cop finally pulls up, I get out the front, and I walk down in the grass so the cop can see me, and he knows that I'm not, I'm off on this side. He knows that I'm not, on the highway. So the cop comes around, and then that guy jumps out in front of him, and you can see him. I mean, he's giving the cop the whole, wasn't my fault. The cop looks at me and goes, okay, and the cop comes up to me, and I was like, essentially, he jumped out of line down there, tried to run past me in the merge lane, and he essentially merged right into the side of me. And I was over there across the yellow line. And he says, he just hit you? Essentially, he went down the side of me. Well, I'll tell you. And so he goes back and talks to him. And they're back there for a minute. And the guy keeps looking at me. I'm just standing here. And the cop comes back, and we're going back and forth. And so I do a lot of deliveries, and I get tips. So I got like this big wad of cash, right? It's mostly ones. It's small cash, fives. There's 5s, 10s in there, 20s, $100 bill, but it's mostly ones. And the cop looks at it, and I was like, that's what you get when you're an ugly stripper. And I put it back in the bag, and he stopped. So how did this happen? So, so he goes back, talks to the guy, and he comes back, talks to me, and the cop's like, well, he thought that you were supposed to stop because he was in the merge lane. So, y'all, if somebody's trying to get in, it's not my job to let him in there. But they may not know what you know. They may think that you're supposed to, because this guy told the cop he thought I was going to stop. Y'all did get that, right? He was at my door. So I'm supposed to stop and let him go around me? No, it's not hard. So I did this once before, right? In that case, it was my fault. We were going, and I had the Corvette, and there was this truck. And, I was a trucker, and we're getting to that merge lane, and I'm trying to help the truck get over, but the car in front of me stopped a little short. So by the time I got the Corvette stopped, I just barely touched it. Didn't even put a mark on my Corvette, which is fiberglass, right? And that guy told the cop I was threatening him or whatever. Fact was, because Gert was driving, and it was fine. There wasn't a problem until he got out, and he started getting mouthy. And, brother, come out here and talk to me like that. We didn't have any problems till you got here. I ain't putting up with it. So there you are, man. I mean, if you get in an accident, you may be doing yourself a favor not to get out and get into it with them. Because if they think they're right, even if they're wrong, there's no way you're going to be able to persuade them. And the cop had to explain it to him twice, I think, So be careful. One love.